minute to win it.
Yes, sir. We are definitely into winning. Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. This is your host, Dynasty Champ Show. We back at it with another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment on your social media platforms. We are the lone remaining undefeated team in the National Football League as we took a commanding victory over the 49ers. The final score may not exactly say it, 28-18, but we had that game wrapped up when Mecole scored the touchdown near the end there. So we're 6-0. We still on the Niners. That's 5 in a row against them. And it's on to the faders. But, fader week, we'll talk about that later on. But first, we got to break down this beat down that we put on the Niners. My guy Country's on the right side. Country, how we feeling about this undefeated record right now?
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But a W is a W. That's always been my calling card. You wanted 40. There were ways that we could have got to 40,
Mm-hmm.
but the offense is definitely behind right now. I thought they were going to look better coming out the bye week. Juju did not play. They are banged up, to say the least. I finally converted. I think we need to go find a wide receiver. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's going to be Deontay Johnson because I don't think that's the move that we make. But they're going to need a body out there, and it's going to be. Uh, I hate to say it, man, but Demarcus Robinson might be the best option on the on the on the. He might be the best option out there right now. As far as somebody who knows the system, under 30, not going to cost you a lot, not going to cost you a lot of draft capital, a short gap move. This is the question. Okay, so let's get to the first question. Do we need to make a long-term move at wide receiver or just something to hold you over for this season?
Look, I mean, I know you said Deontay is unlikely, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. As everyone saw today, MVS is officially a Saint. I mean, thank God for that. Um,
Yeah. And how does that affect your move too?
yeah, I mean, it does affect a little bit, but my thing is this: Demarcus Robinson. I mean, at this point, I mean, I really wouldn't care. He's somebody to know the system. It seemed like he know how to run forward this time. I'm hoping if he does come here, and with the Rams getting Cooper Cup back this Thursday night, that might help the case for Demarcus to be available. But yeah, we definitely need a body. But we just got to get somebody that's gonna make sense. A stopgap. But
We're not
no,
that desperate. I'm sorry.
no, John, we're not doing that one either. Nobody. But yeah, we definitely it could just be a stopgap. It ain't gotta be nothing long term for real. But at the end of the day, it's gotta be somebody who's gonna pick up the system pretty quickly. And at the same time, we still gonna run our heavy personnel office. I still want us to keep doing what we're doing. But at the end of the day, yeah, the way our wide receiver room is right now, having only 4 guys, that's not good. And and like I told people earlier today, I said, look, if they wanted to break up Nico Remigio or Justin Ross, they would have been on
They
this
would have done
roster.
it, right?
Yeah, but they clearly not picking up the playbook. They clearly not ready to contribute to this football team. So there's that.
Yeah. And I know I don't even want to discuss. I don't even want to talk about him this week. I ain't gonna even mention him. Never mind. I ain't gonna even. I do not want to discuss Scott Moore this week. I'm not gonna mention him. So never mind. But I have to. As bad as Scott Moore is to people, he knows the offense. He knows the routes. He knows where he's supposed to be. I think his confidence is shot. I think I don't think he has any confidence in his game right now. And it definitely, if he's on social media, he definitely can't have any confidence looking at the looking at judging by this fan base and how they treat him.
Hmm.
eh, I'm not standing up for him. He's had 3 targets. He's
Hmm.
dropped at least 2 of them.
Hmm.
You got to be better, bro. It's nothing. I I can't defend you. You have to be better, bro. There's nothing we can say. There's nothing we can't say. They're not using you right. We can't say, well, he's running X and he should be a Z, or he should be doing this and he should be running. Hey, you got to catch the ball, fam. You got to catch the ball. You just got to. You got 3 targets. You've dropped 2 of them.
Yeah, because like my thing is this, man. Like this is the second time he's had an opportunity to step up. This is like the second time we asked him to step up. He's had his name called, and he still is unable to handle it. I just don't know. But my guy Darren Smith, he touched on it earlier today, saying that talked to Sky personally, told him just to stay off social media, don't let that outside noise get in your head or whatever. But I don't know, man. His confidence just looks to be shot at this point.
Bro. It has to be shot. It's this man. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know if he needs. We don't have time to stay after practice. He needs to be running, and I thought it was a bad. You got to catch that ball, bro.
Yeah, like the pass wasn't perfect, but it was in the vicinity. Like, yeah, you got to make the play.
And then it looked like, and my coworker pointed this out to me, and we had a good laugh about it. It looked like he was telling Mecole, I caught it. Like, it's like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You didn't catch it, bro. Stop it. Why you? It felt like he was trying to defend it, and it's like, no, dog. You dropped the ball, bro. You didn't catch it. So I started off as I didn't like Sky, and then I started the way everybody was on his ass. I was like, okay, that's bad. Trying to defend him. But at that point, I felt like I had a valid conversation of they're not giving him any opportunities. He's just out there running routes because they're not throwing him the ball. Now it's like, bro, they still not giving you no opportunities, but when they do give you the opportunities, Sky, you have to catch the ball, fam. You have to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to catch the ball. I know it's clown on Sky Day. Like, it's been that way since he got here.
Like the last year and a half, it really turned up.
Yeah. Which is, I can't say it's unfair. I'm sorry, I dropped my thing. I can't really say it's unfair because he's not producing. Now, if he was 1 for 3, maybe if he would have caught that with people, it's gonna take more than one catch, of course. But you got to start finding a way to build his confidence up or something. I don't know.
Yes,
bro.
It seems like it, don't it, Kyle?
Yeah. Give him first play of the game, quick slant. Just let him catch. Give him something easy.
On first down.
Give him
don't tune in.
I hate to put him on the end around, but give him something quick. One of those where the wide receiver kind of trails the other 2 guys. The other 2 guys are really just blockers, like a wide receiver screen. Quick pass, throw it out to him, wide receiver screen. Let him catch that. Try to get some positive yards or something. You got to find a way to build him back up. You got to find a way.
Yep, simple as that, man.
And this is a great point, Taylor. He knows the offense. He knows it. He knows where he's supposed to be. He knows where you supposed to be. He telling him where he's supposed to be. It's here, and it's in his head now, bro. It's in his head. It got to be in his head.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to build that confidence, and then I know people are going to be like, "Well, forget that." But during that game, Patrick Mahomes checked out of the game and was really like, "Okay, I'm about to try to get my timing down with Xavier Worthy," and he threw to him like 8 straight times. So don't say it's impossible. for him to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man.
You gotta get Sky in some. Mike Evans out with a hammy. That
Yeah,
is not good. That is not good.
yeah, and Baker out here tripping. He's doing another pick. But anyway,
Wow.
but I mean, shout out to Mike Evans for reaching that milestone, 100 receiving touchdowns for his career. But I just had a feeling about that hamstring lasting the entire game because we just saw, speaking of receivers, we just saw Juju go out the game early yesterday, and now he's already been ruled out for the favors.
Right.
So,
which I think was more of a precaution than anything, but
yeah,
it's not. You know, at this time we can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Miss 14-10 already.
yeah, this is a high scoring game, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at them ruling Juju out because I mean, we've been dropping bodies, been dropping like flies, man. In the wide receiver room, it's crazy how many bodies.
Is this the most injuries we've had too
during this run? Yes.
Yeah, clearly, right?
And speaking of more injuries, dog, we lost Jalen Watson to a broken ankle. He's gonna be out for a minute, and he was playing. He was playing some great ball since halfway.
He was on a breakout year. He was on a breakout year.
Yeah. So that's tough.
The only good thing about it, and not to say, shout out to Jalen, get healthy, get well. Hopefully you can come back for the playoffs. I know you hard work. I know you're gonna go hit the ground running, bro. But we have more depth in that part of the field. So I feel Nazi, what's the dude's name? Josh, Shamari, even what's the kid name?
Chris Woolen
what's the kid name that got the work? Huh?
Chris Woolen Wallace.
Yeah. So we got depth at that position. You know what I'm saying? So it's next man up. Wide receiver is different because it really ain't nobody.
Hey man, use that tight end room up. Use them up, man. Like get Fortson out there more involved. I mean,
bro. Look, we've been saying this. Kingdom Cast as an entire channel has been saying Noah Gray. We've been screaming Noah Gray. Man, Noah Gray had a game yesterday for a tight end. So get Noah Gray the ball. Let's see what Fortson still got. Fortson pushed Mecole into the end zone yesterday. So let's see what Wiley got, man. Let's see what they. It was a good game, bro. It's really crazy. We dominated that game. As bad as we played, the 49ers were. I didn't feel like the 49ers were ever gonna win that game.
And look, and I told you a Boogie this like during the pregame, and I wasn't trying to be cocky, but sometimes styles just make fights, man, and they can't handle our style of football. Every time we've played them, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not the diss them. They still a good football team, but Steve Spagnuolo, you saw him ranked number 1 in 5 different categories against the Niners alone when he's gone against them. Like he just has them by the vice grips, man. And then Andy Reid, with his play calling and stuff, like the very first drive, I was upset because on 3rd and 1, we not only we threw the ball, then on 4th and 1, you decided we're gonna fake punt instead of just hand the ball to Kareem. Why the hell we getting cute? Like that just shows a little disrespect towards the Niners right there. But after that, we locked it in. We stayed focused. We got right back on track, and we had a few successful drives. So
and another thing, they 5-0 against the Raiders. They beat them at least 3 different ways during that 5. It ain't been just the same. It's not like we just gonna keep doing the same thing until y'all. No, we beating them a variety of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, George Kittle gotta hate us at this point.
Yeah, and the Kittle had a decent game, and
that was probably one of the best games he had versus us.
And look, he ain't done it in the Super Bowl against us, but the way this defense is set up this year, like we're gonna give up stuff to the tight end. You know, we're gonna give up
Hmm.
stuff to the middle of the field. Like you gotta lose something to gain everything else. So
Hmm.
our run defense continues to be stout. Jordan Mason had one long run for 26 yards. Other than that, the other 13
Yeah. After
carries,
the
it was
game
ready
was
to go.
in hand too.
Yeah,
That game was already.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's tough, but
it is.
but Devo Samuel, man, I hope he gets well from the pneumonia. I saw he
Is that what he had?
yeah, he had to go to the hospital for that. So
Damn. Um,
the deal was with that.
and much love and respect to Brandon Ayuk, man. You hate to see,
Yeah, that's
uh,
tough.
yeah, ACL and MCL holdouts do not work. People, just man, handle your
Kind of seemed like
business.
it, don't it?
It handle your business when you can. It's I know that's hard to say because there's a lot of money being thrown around, but if you can get your business handled, handle your business as quick as possible so you don't have to worry about it because man, that
I
was a
mean,
rough one. That was a rough injury.
I
And
mean,
yeah, glad he got his money because if he would have been playing for his money, that would have been devastating because your money ain't gonna go up after you tear your ACL. It's not going up.
yeah,
Right.
I'm about to say. I mean, he did eventually get paid, so you know that's a good thing. So you definitely ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, glad he got his money.
You also saw it with C.D. Lamb too. C.D. Lamb, he got paid. I mean, he got to a good start and everything, but you see what's happening in Dallas. You know, the turmoil they going through and everything. Owners still being off in the videos and whatnot. So it's the same old mess in Dallas. But at the end of the day, man, hope BA gets well soon, and come back stronger next year.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I want to get to like the rest of this game here. Mecole Hardman, man, once again, he terrorizes the 49ers. Like whether you put him on special teams, whether you have him run jet sweeps, whether you have him catch a pass, eh, he's just a problem. He's just a nightmare, a matchup nightmare for the Niners, man. It's crazy.
He just him and Andy Reid love the night. It's like man,
If
and
you
the
want to
jet
know,
sweep was working. I was really looking forward to Xavier. Xavier did catch that one jet sweep, and yeah, dude hit him pretty hard.
oh yeah, hey
he
Mustafa, man, he was out there lighting people up, bro. Like he was real active out there for the Niners. But
we gonna get to
like
Mustafa. We gonna get to
yeah,
Mustafa. But
we'll save it for
yeah,
later.
McCall, it would have been so poetic for him to catch that touchdown, but he slipped, and it would have man, it was
Yeah, because they fell for it again, bro. They fell for it
they fell
again,
for it
dog.
again. He's Jerry Rice when he plays the Niners. But yeah, they fell for it again. It would have been so poetic. But if he would have scored that, then we wouldn't have got what we got, which was the fourth down to bring it full circle.
Oh yeah. Oh man, look. Before I get to that, Jerry Rice was actually at the game yesterday. I saw him
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
say what up
The
to the
greatest.
university. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes, dad bod, man. Like that, this ain't no regular dad bod, man. He told Mustafa to hit that weight room, dog. And I was cracking up because I saw a picture of Mustafa how he was chiseled and cut up, and then you have Mahomes with the dad bod and stuff, with the sharp and everything, celebrating during the playoffs. But that dad strength is just different, dog. It's just a different level of strength and will. And I saw Bobby Stewart
Mm.
go crazy over that too, dog.
And hey man, I
He
love
said,
Patrick Mahomes.
Cooper.
Pat, Pat, stop lying in these press conferences, man. Talking about I didn't even know I was
Yeah, he funny.
bruh.
He
That was
funny.
on purpose.
He funny.
You lowered, you threw that elbow out there on purpose because, and everybody says we get all the calls. Pat did get hit in his throat earlier that game.
Oh yeah,
You knew
I
that was going to come back. You knew that was going to come back to haunt them, right? You
yeah I
knew
saw.
that.
I said that too. I said, yeah, that's gonna definitely come back to bite them later on in the game, and it did. And Patrick basically treated Mustafa like he was Ty Lue and he was Allen Iverson. The way he looked at him after he ran over him.
Hey, to Mustafa's credit, y'all talk about his tweets. He handled it the right. It's no other way you can handle it.
Yeah,
You
he
got
said,
to
I'm
say,
just
man, he
cook.
got me. But Pat lying in the press conference talking about, yeah, I didn't even. I'm a little heavy. Nah, bro, you did that on purpose. You did that on purpose, bro.
Patrick, it's fourth down. You try to get in the end zone, and on top of that, you want to get a highlight in there yourself, brother. It's
Okay,
cool.
okay. Now, in that game, Pat had two historic. If Therese was here, Therese would be like, when I do my Hall of Fame, try to get him in, I'm going to use this play right here. Pat now has the Tennessee run, this 33-yard run he just had, and this 4th-and-1 run. I'm going to also add
Don't forget
the
about that Super
run,
Bowl run against the Eagles. Don't forget
the
about
Super
that
Bowl
one
run against the Eagles, and then I'm going to add the run jump combination he had
against the Bucks
against
on
the
Sunday night.
Bengals. No, against the Bengals where he did the Jordan.
Oh, that. Yeah.
That I'm adding that one in there.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So he got about 5 or 6 on his video highlight. This is Pat, and this is why Pat is so funny. Pat's like, I'm not fast, but when I need to be, it's like running from a dog, and it is exactly like that. You don't know how fast you can run to a dog on your heels, and then you're like, damn, I am fast. No, you're not. You just were scared. But now, where do you rank? That Tennessee run is still the best one, right? It got to be the best one.
Yeah. I mean, just because it's a trip to the Super Bowl, like the trip to the very first Super Bowl in like 50 years. So
There was a lot that went into that run too, because he got the ball stripped. He damn near fumbled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot that went into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this Tennessee run though, hey, he faked out Fred Warner, which was not easy.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt had 2 great blocks on this against Kareem Hunt blocked like 4 people. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but Kareem Hunt had great blocks, tight roping down the sideline, so it was kind of difficult. This is up there, bro. This is up there for me.
Hey, I don't blame you. It was a great play and a great highlight to look back on.
Yeah.
I mean, besides, speaking of Kareem Hunt, man, there's not enough to be said about Kareem. Like the Niners made him work hard for his yards, but that dude just has a nose for the end zone. Like it's tough. And I ain't gonna hold you. Like on the first touchdown, before he actually ran it in and scored, like the play before that when Carson Wentz was in the game, I got a little bit nervous. I'm like, okay, what the hell are we about to do when Carson Wentz is in the game right now? I'm like, what the hell is going on? Please do not do no cute stuff.
That was about to be the cutest play you ever seen.
Man, look. I said, oh my gosh, are we really about to do this? But Carson Wentz just handed it off. I said, thank God.
you gonna see that one again.
I mean, yeah, at some
you gonna
point,
see that one again.
It'll be some variation of it.
Let us get big. Let us get up big on the Raiders. I bet you see that one again. You're gonna see that formation again.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I wouldn't be scared to run Carson Wentz in that scenario either.
Yeah. Like on some quarterback sneak type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Carson Wentz a big dude. He can take it.
Why this comment?
Yeah. He just got hurt. I don't think they got hurt.
Why? I don't think he's paying attention. But anyway, man, at the end of the day,
DG, what up?
What up, DG? At the end of the day, man, I'm just loving this comeback story for Kareem. I mean, I'm glad the Chiefs gave him their chance. I mean, there were some fans that was against bringing back Kareem on his team. I'm like, dog, Kareem Hunt scored 9 touchdowns last season for Cleveland. He got released halfway through the season, and he was playing on a sports hernia, bro. Like, that's tough. And then that just lets you know he still had a little bit left in the tank, and it's showing. Like the dude's having a hell of a start back here in Kansas City.
Kareem Hunt is making Andy Reid run the ball. We gotta he this is amazing. No one has made Andy Reid run the ball like this. I know it, and at another point we have to run the ball, but he 27 before the bye week, 22. He's running the ball. Like, man, bro, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the question for the rest of the season. Are they gonna be patient enough to win like this every week, bro?
At some point,
The
there will
Ravens
be
are
a
doing it right
team
now.
that.
Well, ain't the Ravens doing it right
Well,
now
yeah,
as we speak?
yeah, they finally figured it out with Derrick Henry. But at some point, there will be a team in the regular season that's gonna make us adjust. You know what I'm saying? But this is the formula. I've said it since the last game with the Saints. Like, this is the formula for us to three-peat. But you know, but yeah, we definitely touched on it earlier in the show, DG. I'm not against
Yeah,
it. I
we're gonna need a body. We need a wide receiver. I
right.
think we don't need a number. We don't need to replace Rasheed Rice though. You feel
Mhm.
me? Like, we don't need a number. A lot of people say go out and get a number one wide receiver. Like, no, I don't think we need that. I think we just need a guy. Like not a. He got to be more than just a guy. But you need somebody else. We just need somebody else to take a little
Yeah.
bit of the pressure off. Another thing though, Travis Kelsey didn't do anything yesterday.
Nah, he was quiet. And you want to know what's crazy? He got open on the deep play. Like, he put a nice double move on Charvarius Ward, and Patrick just underthrew him. But other than that, like, the Niners basically rolled courage his way like most of the game. They was like, look, we're gonna make somebody else beat you, and they forgot. But then, like we mentioned earlier in the show, they forgot about Mecole once again, and that opened it up for Noah Gray to continue to earn his paycheck, earn his contract. So
Man, 18 used to be a hell
right,
of a day.
Kyle. Right, Kyle. That was annoying as hell. But you know what? I know what this
And
run game. You
look,
want to know what this
even
run
if
game has
Kareem,
done? But you want to know what this run game has done though? It's made us more efficient on third downs. Because like yesterday, we was 8 of 14 on third downs. That's great
true.
efficiency. So, but what was you about to say?
And I think that even even if Kareem wears down, as soon as he start wearing down, you got Pacheco. You still
Yeah,
got
when he comes
P-Ron.
back. Yep.
Yeah. So it's you can. A lot of people say, "Well, we can't win like that. It's not sustainable." It feels like it can be though. I don't get why people saying it's not. If they keep playing great defense and they keep running the ball, I don't know. Tom Brady said it 15 times. They just keep moving forward. They just keep moving forward. Just that's all you had to do.
Mm-hmm. And like and yeah, the red zone offense too, Kyle. That's a great point. Like, we finally looked solid in the red zone for once this season. Thank God, man. Like, that's just one. I just want. That's all I wanted to see, bro. Just be better in the red zone. Like, we almost had a blip. You know what I'm saying? We converted with Patrick running in the end zone at fourth down, but other than that, man, that's what you want to see, man. Less field goals, more touchdowns. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
success that you want.
Bro, we
But
kind of touched on the practice squad, guys. It don't feel like it's really a lot of confidence in those guys, man. Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
but
You would think
but
Ross and them would. You would think Ross would know the playbook by now. But even in his last preseason game, McCall had to line him up properly. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as corner, man, I think we got more bodies in the corner room. I think corner will be easier to move past. You know what I'm saying? Like to get past, but that wide receiver room, it needs some juice.
hmm but
Uh,
I'm gonna address Patrick Mahomes real quick. Those two interceptions weren't his fault. I mean, one of those was just
you
a
could,
great defensive play by the Niners defensive line because Trey and Creed was over there for the double team. Somehow he just didn't. He just didn't keep the guy's hand down from getting a hand on it and making a play. But then on that second one, Xavier Worthy, he tripped up on Lenore's feet and Patrick
Yeah,
threw it to the spot where Worthy was supposed to be at, but Worthy tripped on old boy's feet, and that led to the second interception. But other than that, man,
bro.
like Mahomes, he's managed the game, but man, he still is missing some throws, man. Like you
Yeah,
make like Xavier Worthy, him and Xavier Worthy, they getting closer, but bro, I wish he would have hit that deep ball coming out the halftime because that was easy six. That was an easy six.
I didn't think overthrowing Xavier Worthy was a thing.
Right.
Yeah, Pat still got an arm. Like
Yeah, he's still young. He's still in his 20s.
Pat ain't lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat threw that thing, and it didn't look like it was. It didn't look hard. Pause. Never mind. Forget it. He overthrew. He overthrew Xavier Worthy. Like I said, bro, I feel like in the middle of that game, Pat said, I'm going to try to build some timing with Xavier Worthy. I'm just going to throw him the ball the next 8 times. I'm going to run. I'm going to run. I'm going to throw him the ball. This is the question. This right here, Chiefs guy, is the question. Is Hollywood Brown coming back? And when?
I'm not holding my breath on Hollywood coming back, but if he does,
Bro, okay. So he broke his he broke his collarbone, right?
yeah, like like a shoulder player kind of, yeah.
So he supposed to be that's the entire season. Like Tyreek did the same thing. He was out 4 weeks.
Yeah, but this seemed like this one's a little more serious. It was a little slick.
He did. Yeah. Mecole slipped, Worthy slipped. It was a bunch of slips out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the best case scenario with Hollywood Brown?
Get him back 2 weeks before the playoffs.
It's in the chest, not the collarbone.
Okay.
Well, can he wear a protective vest? Can he get his hands above his?
Yeah, he gotta get his full range of motion.
Yeah.
That's why I say that. But at the end of the day,
January.
at the end of the day, man, I feel like we're gonna keep rolling. Maybe to that Buffalo game, then I don't know. We may get that one loss there because they just know how to beat some regular season for some reason. But I'm still not all that concerned. But I will be keeping an eye on cornerback too. See how that goes. See who's gonna be able to step up.
Who do you start there? Do you go Najee or do you go Josh?
And look, I want to address that real quick because one of the players' moms did like my tweet about Joshua Williams and Najee Johnson. Now, there was no slander or nothing. I'm not here to talk about the players like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me giving an opinion on who I think should start. At that time, I said Joshua Williams over Najee Johnson. I mean, that's just my opinion over the situation. I mean, it's not the crap on Najee. It's not the slander him or anything because he could all of a sudden turn around himself. I mean, I saw him tweet today that he got to get better at recognizing the offense. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing what the receiver is doing.
Right.
Got to get a better eye for things. And he said he's gonna fix it and work on it. So, I mean,
Yeah, he's still young. He's still young.
Yeah.
We're not expecting perfection. But
yeah, I mean,
Najee got to have. Hey, we love Najee. We love his mom too.
mm-hmm.
He got burnt out there. it happens.
I mean,
it's part of the game. But you know what he did? He forgot that, went out and made the next play, though. So that's a good sign. I would go Josh over Najee because Josh has more experience and he's played on the bigger stages than Najee has. Not to say Nazee's a bad. I think Najee still need to play. But I would mix in. I'm a little bit more comfortable with Josh because Josh is like a vet. You feel me? That's not disrespectful to Najee Johnson by saying that,
Right.
is
You
it?
know,
I don't think
no,
so.
I didn't think so. I mean, I just wanted to address that real quick. So
Man, hey, Najee got to protect the, he got to protect
because
that star, man. I get it.
I saw the like and who it was, I said, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Up here we go."
Nah, but
um, but speaking of our defense, let's transition to the defense, man. This defense continues to be outstanding. Leo Chanel, dog, he is my defensive MVP for this team so far this year, bro. Like, just look at our run defense. We have not seen our run defense be this good in a very long time.
not
Like
this good.
this is crazy, bro. Like
This
these dudes,
is,
the only guy that got 100 yards was a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. That's it.
and he's a
We,
running
we
back too.
shut down some running backs. We shut down the running backs, bro. Like Jordan Mason was second in the NFL in rushing yards. We held them to like 52, something like that. Yeah.
He had one big run, which when the game was in hand, the
Mm-hmm.
game was pretty much over, effectively over. So
58
that don't
yards.
even count.
But yeah, and like the only touchdowns the Niners really got was Brock Purdy when he ran it in twice himself. Other than that, man, like this defense is playing great football. We forced them
Right.
into 3 interceptions. I mean, shout out to the young boys, Jaden Hicks and Chris Roland Watson getting their first career NFL interceptions. And I'll shout out Justin Reed too. I mean, he had a solid game. He gave up that one big play to Kittle, but other than that, I mean, he was decent. You know, let's see who else. George Karlaftis had a sack.
Yep.
He's still having a rough time trying to figure out his sack celebrations. So,
Man,
George,
because what was
he looks
that?
like he don't know what to do, man.
It's like
He looks like
that's
he don't
what
know
he
what to
should
do,
do
man.
on his next sack. He should go.
Right.
You remember the playground video and all the kids are doing like this, and then the white dude comes up and he's like,
The white kid's like,
"Yeah, that's what George should do." Nah, hey George, and that sack was amazing because he ran around two dudes before he got to the thing.
mm-hmm. And then also, man, Chris Jones. I mean, there's not enough said about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to show on the stat sheet, but he still put a great presence out there because it opened up for everybody else to make plays. You saw FAU get some
Hey,
decent.
y'all was down on Felix, man.
Mm-hmm. You seeing Derek Noddy being great against the run this year. He's also been another one that's been great against the run this year.
We ain't missing his name. That's a great thing.
Yep, exactly. And then, like, also, I want to point out somebody else too, man. Nick Bolton, man, that hell of a game by Nick Bolton. Hell of a game.
This apology. Nick Bolton's
The
apology
apology tour
tour
continues.
is in full swing.
The apology tour continues. But you know what? No, would have been sweeter though. If Trent would have recognized that inflection earlier at Galvedere, got his first interception, because everybody is waiting him to get that first interception. We've been waiting for so long for that, but
Trent don't want an interception. This is my new strategy with Trent McDuffie. He don't want an interception. He'd rather tip the ball out. He'd rather make the great hard nose play. He don't want the interception, man. I
don't know.
They concerned about the corners. I get it. They young, man, but I think the D line and the linebackers are playing so good that even if they have a slight drop off at corner, they lost Snead. Let's start there.
Yeah, and then,
So I think they'll be all right.
And like with Trent, man, he only really got beat like twice. One, Ayuk had a step on him, but he dropped the ball. Another one, I can't remember which receiver was that got open in the middle of the field. But other than that, man, Trent has been lights out. He continues to be lights out the cornerback position.
Shut down.
Yeah. He's.
I know. Tell the truth. They did a shutdown on wide receivers last year, and it was a long list. And now they running. I know CJ Elise is running a list on running backs that we shut down, and nobody has even. let alone 100 yards. Nobody has sniffed, 70 yards, 60 yards? Anybody who's close to
Yeah,
100?
yeah, yeah. I don't think anybody really even got close to 100 like that so far this year.
Mm,
And we gonna get some top running backs, bro. Like Derrick Henry. Besides that touchdown, we held him in check. Alvin Kamara, we held him in check. He didn't do
yeah.
much. Bijan Robinson, I think he scored in the game, but he didn't really do much
He
in
had,
that game.
26 yards?
Yeah, like we just continue to do our thing and hold it down. So
We shut
can't
down
say
running backs and number one receivers.
crazy,
Period.
crazy. And many
And
people,
Ayuk was in the game, but he didn't do anything.
and
And
many
I know he
people,
got hurt. I know Debo didn't play, but I don't know who Cowens is. It's like,
yeah, he's a rookie.
yeah, he looked like it. The kid that got shot, he got a catch. Shout out to him though. I
Yeah,
was kind of
Ricky
rooting for him. That
Pearson.
was a good moment for him to get his first NFL catch, and then he promptly got shut back down. But
Mhm.
is you not running the ball on us? You're not throwing all over the field on us. And it's not like we playing the Carolina Panthers every week. We playing good teams.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing good teams. Look
Yeah,
at Baltimore right now. What they doing?
yeah. Baltimore's like our closest competition still in the AFC, in my opinion. And then we just beat the Niners. Let's see who
Beat the
else we play.
Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, are the Bengals? Do you think the Bengals get back in the hunt in the AFC North?
That's a good question. I mean, because the Steelers and I definitely thought the Steelers were going to lose this week by switching that quarterback. So, but
Right.
the Steelers, they keep winning. So you're gonna have to, sooner or later, you can't afford to lose. That's for damn sure. You can't afford to lose.
Yeah. And then let's see who else have we played. I mean, the Falcons. I mean, they still technically in the NFC South. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple of contenders we done beat already. So, but at the end of the day, man, this is another great win for the Chiefs. Moving
Mm-hmm.
forward, it's on to the Faders, and we're just gonna keep it rolling. Like I know we probably gonna be in the mix for like a trade for a wide receiver, maybe, but we'll see what happens. We just gotta wait.
Is there any surprise guy that you looking at? I know DG mentioned Michael Wilson from the Cardinals, but is there any who would shock you at this point?
Bro, like that wide receiver list is so bad as far as like availability. Like
It's
I
not.
would.
It's not a great. That's another thing, bro. It's not a great.
What's there to be
When Hunter
shocked about,
Renfro
really?
is a serious kid, when Hunter Renfro is a serious candidate, that's not good, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I'll say
It's
that too.
really it got to be Deontay Johnson or bust right now.
Yeah, that's how I'm
I
looking at
mean,
it.
then it gets bad.
Yeah, Taylor is tough.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
almost there. He was
yeah,
almost
it was
there.
tough.
He was
Yeah,
almost
like
there.
yeah, those two instances. Yeah, I knew I was cooked after that, but it's all good. So
But looking at the schedule, like I said, Raiders. I'm not overlooking anybody. Raiders.
mhm.
If the Bucks are without Mike Evans, uh,
Yeah,
it's not an easy game, but it's not
yeah, it's still gonna be a tough game,
Denver.
but yeah.
You throwing Bo Nix against that defense,
Mm-mm.
it don't sound good. The Raiders, if they just benched, they got one quarterback hurt, one quarter got benched, and then they just picked up Spencer Rattler off the practice squad.
Wait,
Um,
wait, talking about Spencer Rattler? I thought it was a Spencer Rattler played for the Saints.
who's the dude? What's the other dude? Rattler,
You talking
Riddler,
about
whatever.
for the Raiders?
Yeah, he played for the Cardinals. They just picked him up.
Oh, you talking about Desmond Ritter?
Desmond Ritter. My bad. Ritter.
Yeah.
I say Rattler. My bad. My apologies.
Yeah.
So either way it goes, Spencer Rattler, Desmond Ritter, they still have the Raiders don't know who their quarterback is. Week 11 is the next real challenge, bro.
Is that the Buffalo game?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's when we'll drop one. We'll probably drop one in them. We'll see here. We'll go 9-0 before we play them.
A lot of people share that same sentiment. They was afraid of going in the first 6. It eases up. You got the Bills, and then week 12, Carolina, the Raiders again, the Chargers again. Cleveland is trash right now. Houston is another one. Pittsburgh, Denver. I mean, it's not. I see 3 losses, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a 14-3 type of year for the Chiefs.
I would go 15. I would damn near go 15-2.
Yeah,
and one of these losses is we might not play our starters against the Broncos.
And we did that before, and you saw how that went.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes' first NFL start with second and third stringers.
I like C.J. Stroud, but C.J. Stroud did not look good against the Blitz this weekend.
Bro, I was shocked. Only 86 yards the entire game?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. If they make it through week 11, if they make it through the Bills undefeated, we can start that. Oh, Chuck, you left me. But if they make it through the Bills undefeated,
I'm still here. But yeah, Carson Wentz can definitely beat Bo Nix, bro. Like, I'm not worried about that. And look, Denver's defense is good. Like,
oh no, they brought back the fake fan.
Oh man, I think that's a thing with Chargers games, man. Like, whenever a movie is about to come out, a movie they promoting in theaters, I think that's part of the whole ordeal. I think that's part of the ordeal.
Chuck, you blew your AC. Your camera blew his AC.
Josh, shut up, man. My camera's fine. Gosh.
But I don't see the Raiders beating them. I'm sorry. I think Tampa Bay's at home, so that helps. Bo Nix is not beating the Chiefs. Buffalo is a game. Bro, you mute your camera, man. You make it a lot.
My bad. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah, I ain't going undefeated, but 15-2 is a strong possibility. With all the injuries, you lost your number 1 receiver, your number 1 running back, your number 2 corner, your number 2 wide receiver or top 3 receiver. This is amazing. Because we've seen people get injured before and they punted on the season. Right? Stop loading this.
I think I lost you there for a sec. I didn't hear the last part you said then.
I said that, man, I forgot what I said. But yeah, it's not sustainable. That's what I was told on Twitter. Don't listen to Twitter. I seen a guy on Facebook say that we should bench Patrick Mahomes. So stay away from.
That's Facebook for you, dog.
Man, stay away from Facebook. Is a wild. If y'all think Twitter is wild, Twitter is wild, and Twitter can be very wild. I've seen some wild stuff on Twitter. Facebook is a whole other monster, bro. Facebook is Facebook needs to be studied. It's something. It's something in the water in there. Stay away from Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to everybody listening on Facebook. We appreciate you. But y'all wild over there, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
something else.
Man.
Kyle, for what?
Uh,
For what and why?
um, yeah, they be tripping on Facebook, man. I don't think Devontae Adams was a real option, and Devontae Adams himself said the Chiefs were not an option. He don't want to say nothing crazy, but the Chiefs were not an option. So that looks like,
Of course they weren't an option, bro. Like
bro.
everybody knew he wanted to reunite with Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Yeah,
But
pretty much,
it's not going well. The team 2-5 now. Like hell, the Jets would have run off keeping Zach Wilson another year.
bro. Devontae Adams made a lateral move. He made a lateral move. It might be Demarcus Robinson. It might be. Like I said, John, I don't think that you're not asking somebody to come in and be Randy Moss right now. You're not asking for a number one wide receiver. You just need bodies at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's asking you to come in and be the savior. We got enough to win. In my opinion, if you don't believe that, go watch the NFL. It's not a lot of great teams out there. MVS signed with the Saints, so he's not. Did he
Yeah,
sign to the 53 or did he sign to the practice squad?
I ain't seen anything about like a practice squad, so I assume it's the 53 because they kind of thinned themselves right now. They banged up themselves. Like
Yeah,
you mentioned in the chat, you said like most of these NFL teams are currently banged up right now as it is. So
that's a good question, Brent.
Brent,
I don't.
they clearly don't think they're ready. They clearly think they're not picking up things in the playbook or in
Something.
practice.
They're not doing. They're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got people saying that Montreal Washington is the best option to call up, and it's like, what? No.
You want to know what's crazy? You remember we was talking about Montreal during camp
Mm-hmm.
about him possibly either making the team or being one of the first guys making it on the practice squad.
Oh,
and I mean,
God.
look, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the move because I remember when Montreal got called up for the Denver game.
Yeah.
On Thursday night last year.
I would think if you bring Montreal to the roster, that means that you're moving Mecole further up in the offense. And yesterday, only guys that were getting targets: Xavier, Travis, Noah, Mecole.
And Scott had one measly target. I mean, or two measly targets. That's it.
I'm trying not to.
Justin Watson out there doing sprints. He's out there sprinting like he's not even getting involved in the offense. He's just out there. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Justin Watson lost some. Everybody say the trust factor with Mahomes. Mahomes don't trust him. Uh-huh. What? Oh man. See, now I gotta go watch that. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to do a wrestling podcast. Do not be surprised when it hit. I don't judge my life. But anyway, I guess you're gonna move. Mecole is getting moved up to the offense.
yeah, I mean, it's been like that the past 2 weeks. I think he's
Yeah,
already there.
I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? And Mecole had a good game. It was the 49ers, so he normally has a good game against the 49ers. He knows the Raiders. So divisional games, he knows the Chargers, he knows the Broncos. So
And he's had a couple good games against the Raiders too in the past.
yeah. Is there any way they do not make a move?
I mean, there's a chance, but if you talking about move, are you talking about trading for somebody? You talking or in signing a free agent, or you talking about a move like bring somebody up from the practice squad? Like,
No, I don't consider that a move. I'm talking about
sure.
somebody outside of the
Oh,
somebody
okay.
outside of the organization.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that they stick with who's in the building. There is a chance of that, but you know, I feel like they're gonna explore options. We're gonna see if they can find somebody that's gonna work out for this offense. I'm not saying you gotta come like we said earlier in the show, we're not looking for anybody to be a savior for the most part, but we do need an extra body. So
Yeah. Is
so
there any way? Is there any way Demarcus Robertson gets cut, or is he?
I wouldn't say cut. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance of him either getting cut or getting traded. I mean, there is that chance, but we just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I would. Uh, if they're gonna make a move, they got to do it. It would it affect this game? No, that's what I'm saying. It won't affect this Raiders game
Nah, I think we'll be
because I don't
fine.
think he's gonna get signed on Wednesday and play Sunday. Bro, Byron Pringle, is he in shape?
The Commanders cutting him?
I have no idea where Brian Pringle is right now.
That was the last team I saw him on. So
where is? I mean, hold on.
But anyhow, man, at the end of the day, regardless of how it's been looking right now, we're 6-0. We're in a great spot. So hopefully we don't have any more injuries, dog. These injuries, they are piling up.
Man, we can't afford no more. We can't afford any more injuries.
Yeah, I knew you was joking on that Sammy Watkins one. I knew you was joking there, Kyle.
Where is Sammy these days? Where's Kelvin Benjamin at these days? He's probably bigger than me.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Where is he at? I don't think Byron Pringle has a team.
Oh, he a free agent? Huh? I know you. Oh man, Kyle. I knew you was kidding about Sammy, but I don't know if he was kidding about Pringle. I'm not sure if he was kidding right there. But
was he kidding about Pringle? I mean, at this point.
But now, I want to go across the league real quick before we get up out of here. So the Vikings, they finally lost their first game of the year against the Lions. It just goes to show, like, the Lions, they just own the Vikings. Like, it was a great game, but at the end of the day, like I said earlier in the show, like, style just made fights with certain teams, and the Lions just seem to have their number against the Vikings. But this is not. But I don't think this is going to really affect the Vikings too much. But I did say this though, when they was undefeated, when they did get out to a great start, they was turning the ball over quite a bit, and we kind of been turning the ball over too, but they turned the ball over a little bit more, and it was going to come to a point where it was going to bite them in the butt, and it did, in a sense. But much credit to the Detroit Lions, man. They won the top teams in the NFC. And like speaking of the NFC North, the Packers are continue to get slept on for whatever reason. They just continue to win ball games and get it done. So like that NFC North race continues to get crazy.
Yeah, even Chicago's 4-2.
Yeah, and they on a bye week. So my thing is this: people are talking about Detroit and Minnesota the most, but do not sleep on Green Bay, man. Do not sleep on that team.
Green Bay remind me of us in that when we were starting to put it together. I don't know if they're ready yet though, but they remind me of us when we started 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
When we were starting to put our thing together. But I ain't scared of nobody in the NFC right now. They're gonna do a lot of beating up on themselves before they think about playing with us.
Look, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Again, I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I don't fear a single team, bro. Like, are there teams that could contend and maybe give us a little push? Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, We got the formula. We still got our main core players. So at the end of the day, man, as long as we got that, bro, we can beat anybody on any given day.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Yep. If we can just maintain no more injuries, if we can just maintain the rest of the regular season, and maybe we get Hollywood back, maybe we get Jalen Watson back for the playoff run. We definitely got to shoot for that number 1 seed because we're gonna need all the rest we could get. We're gonna need so we can get rid of these injuries and stuff. And that sounds like Patrick Mahomes, dude, Chris.
I mean, look, and that's another thing, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's kind of the bad part about having to buy so early with all these injuries too. Like with all these injuries going on, I wish that buy was a little later, like how it's been like the past 4 or 5 years. But it's a different challenge now.
So. The Ravens always look deadly, though.
I mean, look, yeah, the Ravens they always do well in the regular season.
They are a great regular season team. It's the playoffs where it gets shaky.
Yeah, when the push comes to shove, they don't get it done in the playoffs. At least
what do the Ravens do best? Run the ball. When they can't run the ball.
When they can't run the ball, it opens up the passing game. But at the end of the day, man, their defense ain't looking all that great in Baltimore.
That's their weakness right now.
They secondary is having issues on the back end communicating. Like they have so many breakdowns in coverage. Like it's a big hole. It's a big hole right now for Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, John, I saw your like comments.
Hey, thunder and lightning, baby. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt.
I literally cannot wait. I literally cannot wait.
Man, hey, Kyle, they got this new thing, and I ain't no advocate of drugs. I don't do drugs. I'm a square. But what the hell is pink cocaine, bro? They got a new drug out. Leave that alone.
Oh boy.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't know what combination of drugs pink cocaine is, but you probably shouldn't be doing it, and you probably ain't rich enough to afford it. So leave that alone.
Right. So, like, I'm gonna ask you this, Country. Like, which one of these teams that's currently losing right now? Which one of these teams you think can make a run at it and get back in the playoff picture?
Man, depending on their schedule, you have to look at the Bengals, I guess. Washington is on a good run right now.
Left hand up. We are the Commanders.
I don't know, man. Everybody is up and down every week. Mm-hmm. Houston looks good, and then Houston looks.
Yeah.
They still look young.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I don't know what Tennessee is doing.
Tennessee, that's a train wreck.
The Chargers. What are the Chargers doing right now? Are they winning right now? What are they doing?
Yeah, like right now, it's. I think us, Denver, and LA Chargers, we're in the playoff picture right now.
It's 3-7. That's not. I don't. Commanders' defense sucks.
Yeah.
Pink cocaine, ecstasy, meth, and pink dye.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Stay away from that.
Yeah, that's nuts. Do you know one team that can maybe get a run going and get back in the hunt? It's going to depend on his health too. And I hate to say it, I know a lot of people want him to retire, but he wants to continue to play football. Yeah, Tua, Miami Dolphins.
And they look trash without him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, it's night and day, literally. Like Tyreek can't be Tyreek, and Jalen Waddle's not Jalen without a quarterback. So, I mean, they got all this speed and all these weapons, but without a quarterback, it's pointless. So,
how about this? And this is probably crazy. If Cleveland lets Jameis Winston free, could they make a? Because they don't have a bad defense.
yeah,
Could
defense is
they
cool.
maybe make a run? Could they play spoiler at least?
Yeah, they could. I mean, they just got Nick Chubb back.
The Chiefs need Jalen Ramsey? No.
For what? Jalen Ramsey is done, in my opinion. But yeah, Cleveland. I mean, that's not a bad team. They look like they're in turmoil right now. So we just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if that team really rally around Jameis after what Jameis said in regards to Deshaun Watson and sticking up for him and everything after his season ended. And I just want to say that the Cleveland Browns fan base, y'all some suckers. I'm sorry, y'all some suckers, man. Like, I know a lot of people are against Deshaun Watson right now, and some people think Deshaun should be playing football right now. But I beg to differ on that. I'm not going to continue to talk about the subject off the field. But at the end of the day, bro, you don't want to see nobody getting hurt. You don't want to see anybody's career in jeopardy like that, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, we definitely don't. I don't root for injuries. Deshaun got some stuff in his past that's questionable.
And then look, his father passed away too. His father passed away too. Like that dude's been getting beat up on and off the field, man. That dude been going through so much, bro. Like, and I said a couple weeks ago, like Deshaun looks done, but you don't want to see that man getting hurt.
I would say this. I would say, regardless of how we feel, I think inside that locker room is a totally different world than what we going through outside. I know Kyle feel a way about it, or we talked about it earlier, but I think inside that locker room, all that outside stuff that we talk about doesn't matter. So they're looking at it from a completely different way than we look at it as fans. And we're not even in Cleveland, so I know we got a whole different perception. I'm not defending Deshaun Watson because whatever he did was kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make our jokes and everything, but I'm just not rooting for an injury on anybody. And I don't know. Hey, we'll get judged for it either way. I don't, he ain't my quarterback, so I ain't got, whatever. At the end of the day. But yeah, some people think it's karma. That's cool.
Hey, it's whatever, bro. I'm just not down with that. Like,
yeah, I didn't like that. You deserved it, chant. I wasn't a particular fan of that, and I also didn't like when Kansas City Chiefs fans were booing Matt Castle or whatever they were doing.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was trash too.
I was at that game. They cheered when Matt Castle got hurt. They cheered when Matt Castle got hurt, and that's when Eric Winston basically did the same things. Jameis Winston. Oh, ironically enough, both guys with the last name Winston, having to stick up for their guys after the game.
Yeah, I think
hilarious.
that I get Kyle's point and John's point. You can see it as karma. I think that players inside that locker room look at it differently than we outsiders do, and we didn't say it was the same thing. Bro.
Wait, talking about okay? Which part are you talking about? Not remotely the same thing. Like they both had a serious injury to where their season ended.
Yeah, but I think he's saying this.
Like, which part are you
Matt
talking
Castle
about?
wasn't charged with nothing that.
Well, Deshaun wasn't charged either. What was Deshaun charged with?
Being it's a touchy subject. That's all I'm gonna say. So.
I'm just saying, like, this case went to 3 different counties and they didn't find anything on the dude. So, but whatever. Anyway, at the end of the day, bro,
subject. It's gonna be both sides. It's
at the end of the day, bro, like he didn't deserve to get hurt. You don't cheer. You don't cheer for somebody to get hurt, bro. I'm just not down with that. I'm just not, bro. Because at the end of the day, I didn't really see this same energy with, Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers and, what he did. Everybody know what he did off the field and everything. But anyhow, man, let's see. Is there anything else I can really touch on? I think we can leave it right there. There.
It can go there too.
Yeah.
This is the question, and we can leave on this. I think that the question is going to continue to be: can the Chiefs be patient enough to win like this for however long they need to win like this? Or I tweeted out: are fans happy with winning like this? I see a lot of people say yes. I also see I've been here for a long time. I've also seen y'all be mad about no deep threats, no fancy, no all that other stuff. Again, we repeat, there are no style points in the NFL. You don't get ranked higher because you beat an opponent by more points. That's not how it works. Chiefs had one of their worst offensive days. Mahomes had a terrible game. This is the most they've scored all season.
Yeah.
They damn near.
So this style of play is working.
40 was in sight. That's what I'm just saying. It's weird how they're winning. It's not pretty.
But it's working.
It's not pretty. But what? Wait a minute. Okay. Come back when we play the Broncos, Steve. Please.
Yeah. Definitely come back. Yeah, definitely come back for that one.
A valid point, Caitlin. A valid point. We cannot afford any more injuries. We can't afford any more injuries. But great defense, running the ball. Pat has to be better too.
Yeah, absolute facts.
Pat's gonna get it. Pat is. I don't know if he's waiting for week 10. Maybe we just never noticed it because all our bye weeks were in week 10. Maybe it takes him to warm up and get. And when Pat gets on his Pat mode, you know what it is. You know what it is. As bad as last season was, when Pat got in his mode, you knew what it was. So. Can we as a fan base, we as an organization, can our quarterback stay patient enough to win in an ugly way? Yeah, how many ugly wins can you tolerate?
And I ain't gonna hold you. I do have Patrick Mahomes in 2 fantasy leagues, and it is frustrating as a fantasy football owner that Patrick's not putting up the numbers right now. But at the end of the day, I put real football all over fantasy football all day long. As long as we get in the wins, it's cool. I just know that Patrick's eventually gonna turn the corner and then get on this roll. And by the way, speaking of that, I think he had a stretch before where he wasn't performing well, and then when he saw the Raiders, he put up like 400 yards and 5 touchdowns on them, something ridiculous like that. So hey, it could be fair week. When he puts up that 40 ball, because you remember the quote he said, right, when he saw that Kermit
it gets handled when it gets handled.
Exactly. So hey, this week could be the start of something.
Let's see. Hey, we're not going to announce it now, but we do have a guest this Thursday. All I'm gonna say, it might get weird. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, a little bit.
It might get weird. So this is I'm very excited about this guest. This is the first time guest that we had. I hope you guys show him the same love and respect. Y'all know him, so we'll see. And I'll say it might get weird. Chiefs 6-0, man. It's almost like I want to say you couldn't ask for anything better, but it could be a lot better. But we're We're 6-0, despite all of the drama, injuries. Well, I can't even blame Taylor Swift this year because it hasn't really been a thing. But man, we are 6-0. We keep winning. We know how to win. We know how to win. So all I can say is just, let's ride it till the wheels fall off. If we're gonna make a move, it's probably gonna be this game right here is gonna tell you if a move is gonna be made or not. I think this is the game. This is the statement game. If they come out and blow out the Raiders, they might not make a move. If they struggle a little bit, then who knows? I think I have faith that Brett Beach and Andy Reid. I trust the process. I know, I know that's a crazy phrase, especially if you're an NBA guy, but I do trust the process. So we'll see where it goes. You got anything else, Chuck?
Yeah, trust the process. Yeah, the NBA season does start tomorrow.
It does.
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh God. Oh God. We're not going there, bro.
Nah, but
we're
but
not
yeah,
gonna
man,
do that.
But yeah, I don't have any much. I don't have much to say, man. We're gonna enjoy this victory like we've been doing since yesterday, and then it's on to the Faders starting tomorrow. So
Victory Monday.
With
Fader week, baby. Get ready. Get your rivalry up. You know what I'm saying? Get your weight up. It's a rivalry. They had jokes in the off season. Let's see who's laughing Sunday.
Yeah, get your way up like 15, like you did Mustafa. All right, so with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share on your social media platforms. Till the next episode, we out.
Hey, we need 10 subs right now. 10 people subscribe to the channel right now. Thank you. We appreciate you. Like, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you this Thursday. It might get weird.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you and you're welcome.
Peace out.